Brian Forty up with the ball. Brian Forty working with Mark Ayotte and Haywood Workman, one-time Milwaukee Buck.
Boy, I love that, Jim. Vitamin-only day.
Luke Cornett for three. The block shot Vonleh had Tuesday. He had a big one. Giannis had a big one, too, against Trier. Getting the jump shot, Courtney Lee.
Very good at putting it on the floor and taking it to the paint.
Lopez stops Cornett's drive. Vonleh, count that. There was a bump in there. Free throws, and he made each one. One to tie and one to pass. Middleton, nice touch.
They just keep pushing me down that list, don't they? Just push him down further.
I think you should be honored that Giannis moved ahead of you.
Well, this quickly, yeah, I'm very thrilled that
this quickly. You've been around for 100 years. Luke Cornett, you should be honored that Giannis moved ahead of you.
Well, this quickly, yeah, I'm very thrilled that
this quickly. You've been around for 100 years. Luke Cornett. Bledsoe into the paint. Strong in there. Giannis, yes, he moves ahead of Ricky Pierce. Emmanuel Mudiay. Oh, well done. Little dribble through, circle around. He has his first two. Play well in the first half.
Right.
They do not play well in the second half typically. Well, and we've seen that against Milwaukee with the exception of the overtime victory. Courtney Lee hits full to Nick.
When the Bucks stay with their system and keep coming at them for 4 quarters, they have a tendency to just wear the other team down.
Brook Lopez grimacing again, a lot of contact. The Bucks are home for 6 games. Kevin Knox.
He can light it up now, you know that. 13 of the Bucks that would have benefited from 3-point. Ooh, that was tight. That was blocked.
Vonleh. On the other end, Frank Ntilikina getting some action. He did not play Tuesday. Luke Cornett able to score.
He wore that defense down, and that offset the missing threes.
Middleton foul counted. It's an and one for Chris.
Very young. They have a defense that can be good at times, but consistently not that strong, not that tough inside.
That badly was against Golden State. They were just 7 for 39. That was in a loss. Middleton drive and score.
Well, New York does a pretty fair job of challenging on the threes, and Golden State really does.
Middleton.
Now, Middleton did a great job. I love that high screen because if they don't switch, the guy with the ball gets a shot. If they do, you can kick back to the screener. What a play. Woo.
New York 4 out of 8. The Bucks 0 for 6 on threes. New York's lead is 7. Malcolm Brogdon, yes, off the glass.
He's impressive because he's getting too easy of a shot once he pushes Thorne back.
Brogdon again.
Example, which they've done.
Ntilikina has 2 fouls. Bledsoe, yes. He saw a chance and took it.
Court quickness and power.
Giannis is kind of relishing the Vonleh matchup, too. He tried to go right at him there. Finds Lopez. Well, the Bucks finally hit a 3. They missed their first 8. They hit one, and David Fizdale calls a timeout.
Skyward.
Knox missing the shot. The Bucks rebound. Giannis through and one. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis, 7 points. The Bucks on a 10-0 run. Emmanuel Mudiay puts an end to that. At least that I see. Lopez works against Cornett. Yes, he does.
Yes, sir. Got to play for the 3 again.
Lopez. Bledsoe gets the rebound. He has Brogdon on the other side. There it is. Brogdon for 3. Yes! Bledsoe saw him. Brogdon had his hands up. Executed perfectly.
And that's when the coach kept saying, guys, somebody else could do it. Used to be everybody thought the guy with the ball had to do it.
As a point guard would. He called him when he played. But I'll tell you something, Mike Budenholzer seems to have, in my opinion, a very similar feel. His timing is perfect as well to Brogdon. Malcolm drives through, reverse. Flat-footed New York defenders. DJ Wilson makes it impossible for him to shoot. 1 on the timer for Knox.
Wow,
He was inside the arc. We were discussing that earlier today, how simple field goal percentage as Middleton scores off the glass.
Two-man game.
Luke Cornett missing a deep one. Damian Dotson finally follows up. 5 on the shot clock. DJ Wilson pounding Kevin Knox, still able to hit the shot, a deep 2, 3.3 remaining.
There's always much more of a positive vibe being at home. You're in your familiar territory for all the reasons. It's a great opportunity if the Bucks can win the majority. Now Malcolm has a release, Jim, that's a little out in front of his face, and I think he does a great job of not allowing defenders to get to that shot.
57-53 Milwaukee. Lopez from Giannis, three-pointer good.
Now you saw what happened.
Cornett, 3 triples on Tuesday. He has made 3 tonight. Giannis fouls his miss. It scores over Vonleh. Team behind the arc. Luke Cornett.
How about it? I mean, boy, they're pulling in the Bucks defense.
Oh, 51 is legit.
Yeah, he works throughout the season there. Well, what a shot.
Chris Middleton has 20. 5 on the shot clock. Cross-court pass. Almost ripped away. Lopez, I'll tell you what, he kind of lumbers through there.
And you really try to bring 2 and 3 guys into the paint, even if you're still in a man-to-man, to give help from the weak and strong side very often on Giannis.
Dotson misses the jump shot. Here's Sterling Brown.
Become good at that end of the court.
DJ Wilson, and one, he stayed with it. Rebound, 2 points, and a free throw coming. Cantor from Ntilikina.
Hey, Jim, that's all from penetration.
Antetokounmpo drives on Knox, kicks it out to Wilson, who puts up the 3 and hits it.
Pancake jumper.
7 on the shot clock, Alonzo Trier. Well, it's a pretty nice shot by Trier. A slight hamstring tweak recently. He did not play against Atlanta. He and George Hill just banging around, and Hill cleared Trier out of there about 10 feet, and that opened the gap for Giannis.
They've done a good job in that area, but now New York's shooting the ball very well.
Cantor rebound and put back off the glass. Giannis the rebound. Way to go, Kalia. Way to pick him. Finger roll. Lay in. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 22.
No idea who blocked it. I was totally blocked out.
Giannis runs into Cantor. Cantor looks at him. Still looking at him. Giannis is down. Cantor giving the fisheye. And now,
well, when's the league going to do something?
Head-to-head, forehead to forehead.
Well, that's the second time this season with New York looking at him, giving him the stare, stepping over him.
Lost in New York, won in New York on Christmas Day, trying to close out the series with a victory. Luke Cornett with another 3-pointer. Just over 5 minutes remaining, 4th quarter. Lopez. Big size advantage on Courtney Lee. Bledsoe stepped back. He shook Moutier and hits the 3. Play hard.
Play hard, man. Get these minutes for these young guys, which we talked about. How about him?
Luke Cornett has made 7 3-pointers. DJ Wilson.
Got a little rim kiss there. Oh boy. Does he have that little Cooper accent?
Giannis from Middleton. Take that rim. He has scored 30 or better in all 4 games against the Knicks. DJ Wilson ends up with another rebound. He has 14 boards, blowing away his career high of 10 in this game. 112-96.